Any officer, set over me, even to the peril of my life.
I will tell you, when I came first time under fire, you know, I was rearing to go into the action. It is the choice of soldier. He wants to see fire, he wants to see fighting. I was really fed up after 7-8 years of service as a captain in Pathankot. I said, I'm wasting my life. And in Sri Lanka, IPK is learning. I virtually wrote a letter, requested people who were in the army headquarters that I need a posting to Sri Lanka. And if you volunteer and you get the posting, and within 3 months, I got my posting orders to Sri Lanka and to the deadliest place called Jaffna, where the biggest fighting was taking place. So one fine day, ultimately from Madras, I reached to Jaffna. Came back, joined my headquarters. I was the General Staff Officer, Grade 3, 47 Brigade, which is called the Basantar Brigade, which has earned a great name in 71 war. And under this brigade only, if you see, there was one PVC was won by one of the unit, which I will tell you separately. Now, once I reached there, I went for familiarization. I am telling you, when I came under the fire first time, and the experience of going to the brigade itself first time was a great kind of experience. Why it was a great experience? Oh my God, those days the convoys used to go in a great speed because the LTT used to fire from either side of the road. So it was a very deadly kind of scenario, and one could make out virtually tension all around. But what filled my chest with pride was, in those remote areas of Sri Lanka where you travel for 7-8 hours to reach your headquarters, in a journey which was non-stop driving all the way to your headquarters, I could see the Indian soldiers holding their weapon and roaming around in those roads and protecting those roads. And I felt a lot of, satisfaction, or a lot of took pride in our soldiers. So that was my first experience, I remember. Reach our headquarters and you got to familiarize. We had 17 posts, you got to walk to all those 17 posts. So this was the commander who was, very had a lot of experience in battle. He said, you being a staff officer has to visit each and every post. So I went on that. So I visited 2-3 posts. Okay, there was no problem. When I was visiting the 4th post, a company called Sarsalai, I still remember. From Nunaville, I still remember Nunaville, I was going to Sarsalai, along with the company commander there, and went. And what happened? Suddenly en route, we were walking. In between, our vehicles were moving in a very slow speed, and either side we were walking. And there was a firing. Huge burst of firing for a good about 2 to 3 minutes. Obviously, the first reaction, you are trained that way. And what is the training? The moment you hear the fire, what do? Dash, down, crawl, take position and fire back. This is the teaching. Okay? Dash, down, crawl, take position and fire back. So I did that. And to my surprise, I looked around, everybody was standing, that nothing happened. So, and I got up thinking I'm a bloody fool, yeah. And look at these guys, because this was the first event. What happened? I asked that company commander. He said the fire is ineffective. So, how do you know this is ineffective? We can make out by the sound. It's from far. Somebody is just scaring away. They kept moving. And thereafter, in the direction of the fire, the company commander, along with 4 or 5 men, head-on went to that area, taking the cover of the trees. And I was walking behind them. And later on, they went exactly to the spot from where those people had fired. And you could see the lot of empty cases there. And it was virtually about 1 kilometer away. And you could make out this fire is ineffective because the battle experience teaches you. I became later on trained like that. And now with this kind of experience, and my commander was very happy, yes, you have been battle inoculated now because you have been fired upon. It's a good, and at least I also learned my experience. And gradually what happened within 4 or 5 months, there was an area leader called Sulakshan, and we were trying to get him. And one fine day we had, I still remember that, we had a party in the mess, get together, because the 10 para commandos officers had come. Next morning they were going for some operation. And the para commandos, they raided a place along with one more battalion called 7 Rajputana Rifles and another unit. And in the morning I was to lay a small cordon at one place. If they run away from there, I was to stop them. So I went few of my soldiers, about 25 of them. Anyway, en route, there was a man looking suspicious. We just got him. By now I was also fairly experienced, and took him along and laid the thing there. And that person, look what luck plays. She suddenly started, when we took the position, he suddenly started howling. And he was looking to one side. I looked there, I could, in the tree, could see some lungis moving, some clothes. And I took my carbine, aimed at, and fired. One burst, and still it was there. Second burst, one body fell down. Third burst, and second body fell down. And by then my empty, and because nobody could see, it is he, me, and couple of soldiers with me. So now the 2 bodies have fallen down. We surrounded, captured them. Anyway, they were dead by then, and they had thrown the grenade towards our side, but the grenade's pin was not taken out. So we could see the grenade, look, and the grenade was just lying 5 to 7 yards away from me. And had he taken out the pin, we would have got injured at least, if nothing else. Anyway, and later on we checked up, we took his documents. I realized he was the area leader Sulakshan. And the moment I passed the message that we have killed Sulakshan, nobody could believe. And ultimately the leader came in our hand, though that day we killed about 8-9 militants there in that final raid. But here the leader was in my hand. And thereafter, some more people had run away from that cordon. So I was told to go 4 kilometers up along a lagoon. Lagoon, you don't understand? So along the lagoon and lay a cordon there. When I ran towards, we went quickly to that area and laid the cordon. Because the people who were with me were not very well trained. And they were from the headquarters. They haven't seen that kind of operation. And they were, you know who they were? Dhobi, Nai, Super, this thing, few of them. And few of them were very good people. Because they were all tradesmen. You will not understand. In headquarters, you have that kind of barmen, waiters. I had taken them. In the headquarters, you will only have these kind of people. And there were 10 people, 10, 15 people, very good. So out of 25, 10 were just like that. So when we went there, one of the chap who was a waiter, I told him to stand on the tree, to look at it. And suddenly I saw 2 people coming towards our side. Immediately I picked up the LMG and put the LMG, facing that side, and just waiting for them. And I was so happy, God has been so kind. I got 2 more. And ready with the LMG and this thing, I waited for them to come closer, because we don't fire till the time we are sure of killing them. So they came up to virtually 300 meters, because in a lagoon it is a kind of sea, what is that called, you can see far off, there is hardly anything if you have been to the lagoon, because the water gets dried up, so it's that kind of area. So we kept waiting. Suddenly that man on top moved, and he got a little scared, and that man jumped down, and they saw, and they just cut across. They just ran towards away and in diagonally. I fired that LMG by my own hand. My friends fired rifle, but nothing happened to them, and they kept running. They may have got a hit, God only knows. And they ran, and there was a huge area, clump of trees, they went inside there. And I told, let's go. And I picked up my carbine and told those LMG number 1 and 2, follow me. We ran, and I virtually ran for good about 700-800 meters towards that. And suddenly I looked behind, there was no one. There was no one. I came 100 meters, there was no one. 200 meters, no one. Half a kilometer I came back. And then I realized they were, all guys were coming now towards me only. I said, what the hell are you doing? He said, sir, we collected the whole party. They were lined up because I was only seeing that, and ultimately, but it caused a delay of good about 20 minutes. And along with the party, we went.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you found it useful. Don't forget to share it with your friends. Do also leave us a comment down below with suggestions for future videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell icon so that you don't miss any of our future videos. If this was one of the first videos that you saw from SSB SureShot Academy, I would be very happy to inform you that we have two state-of-the-art campuses, one in Bangalore and the other one in Hoshiarpur, Punjab. There is a third branch also coming up in Rudrapur, Uttarakhand. In all these branches, we have state-of-the-art campuses with a full-fledged GTO ground as well. All the instructors at all these branches are elite ex-armed forces officers with years of experience behind them. So every month we have 3 batches of a 12-day SSB course. Apart from that, we also have weekend courses for people who are working professionals or are students. Apart from that, we also have a 4-day GTO course, and we also organize a PPDT and GTO overview for a very nominal charge. We also have written exam courses for NDA, CDS, FCAT, INET and the Territorial Army. Apart from these, for the people who cannot make it over to our academy, we also organize online personal interviews which will be taken by Major General VPS Bhakuni, who is also a former commandant of the SSB Center in Bangalore. We also have an online psych test. If you really want the worth of your money, then I would suggest that you go for the online interview and the psych assessment test combo, which you can avail for a discounted price. So if you're interested to know more about any of these courses or the online interview, make sure that you give us a call on the number which is appearing on your screen. You can also drop us an email at info@ssbsureshot.com. Follow us on Instagram for all the latest updates from our academy. Once again, if you found this video helpful, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe for our future videos. Till then, goodbye and take care.